An Alabama Marital Settlement Agreement is a document used in divorce cases that outlines the dissolution of marriage or uncontested divorce arrangements between both spouses. In this video, we'll discuss the importance of an Alabama Marital Settlement Agreement, state legal requirements, and where to get an official form. First, let's go over the importance of an Alabama Marital Settlement Agreement. The agreement outlines the basic terms of the divorce, like which spouse gets to keep property that's jointly owned. It's essential for decisions about assets, alimony, and other support before heading to circuit court. A mutually agreed upon document can be presented to a judge for approval in some cases without a formal trial. In Alabama, this agreement must be filed with the court and approved by a judge. Besides a marital settlement agreement's practical function, it's also important since it includes a calculation of the amount of spousal and child support, records all of the details surrounding the divorce, can avoid a formal trial in circuit court, allows the couple to divide their joint assets including real and personal property, documents the agreement in writing with all parties' signatures, is often required by the court when filing for divorce, can be kept if approved as evidence in case any legal disputes arise, and specifies custody arrangements, whether joint or sole custody. It's usually in the mutual interest of each spouse and their legal counsel to reach an agreement by using this document. That way, the divorce can be quicker and more affordable. Now, let's briefly overview some of the legal requirements in Alabama. Alabama is one of the 41 states that have enacted equitable distribution laws. Equitable distribution is the fair separation of assets, which doesn't mean assets are distributed equally. This means that asset distribution is left to the discretion of a judge if the spouses are unable to reach a settlement or face a heavily contested divorce. The courts take into account the duration of the marriage, what each spouse paid for, employability of each spouse, assets and debts of each spouse or combined, and sources of income and amount. Keep in mind that a marital settlement agreement can be used in Alabama to avoid distribution by the courts. If both spouses agree on most terms, they can file an uncontested divorce or a dissolution of marriage. A dissolution of marriage involves both spouses filing a joint petition requesting a termination of marriage, whereas an uncontested divorce typically involves one spouse filing for divorce, conducted with one spouse as the defendant and the other as the plaintiff. Both options are ways to move through a divorce without the time and expense of contested divorce proceedings. We're eForms, the biggest database of legal documents. There are quite a few terms that are necessary in a marital settlement agreement, but we've created head-to-toe, state-specific templates that cover every last detail. To get an official Alabama marital settlement agreement template that can be used to file for divorce in your nearest circuit court, simply click on the link below. And don't forget to subscribe for more weekly videos.